Hey guys, it's Eddie Speed, founder of Note School and also founder of Colonial Funding Group. Every office conference room needs a whiteboard. You know, there's a lot of conversations that happen in here because where we are in the business, we're always needing to sit down and think about the next thing. We have executive meetings in here. We invite students in, our titaniums. They spend 3 days with us locked in here, and they meet with every executive we have in the company. It's a process where people really learn what it takes to go do it. Us, and then also when our students come in, them learn from what we've done. We've changed so much of the curriculum in our training business because of it. We're constantly developing processes. Like our last process is, the private investor, how to go find rental property data, because that's the most likely guy to be a private investor, to find rental property data and translate that data from just courthouse research all the way to essentially finding them on social media and then inviting them into our world and say, how could we help you change your life? We could either offer you passive investments, or they may want to learn about notes. You know what? Our students, that would be a heck of a good way for them to offer investors passive investments. Our students, obviously, that lets them continue to capitalize their note buying business. And for the burnout landlord, it's a check that really is a check, right? It's not anticipating income that never happened. So those are the things in the business that really make a difference. So yeah, this is our conference room. This is where we've had the deepest meetings in our company and the deepest meeting with students that are our high-end students that come hang out with us. It is where it happens because we all at some point have to have, the old saying goes, a meeting of the minds, right? And it lets us come in and it gives us enough room and freedom creatively to say what could be done. The great thing about the whiteboard is if it's not good, you just scratch it off and you start over, right? We find ourselves doing that all the time. I'm sure you do too. So I just invite you, look in your world, where's effectively your conference room? Not literally your conference room. Maybe you don't have a conference room, but what becomes that environment? What is that environment for you? What's that look like? And then let me challenge you to go back and chronicle where you are. Like certain processes, we were here, and a few months later, certain processes here, and certain processes here. And go back and look at that, and it starts allowing you to really look at your history, look at the history of your thought process. Because what I've learned is I've changed my mind so much over the years about what I thought was the best way to do it. I've learned it's very valuable to me to look back and think, I remember when I thought this, and then I thought this, and now I think this. And so just thought I'd show you our conference room, talk about some of the concepts and that kind of thing. As I mentioned, for our executive team, when we're in here having some of our deepest meetings and deal structuring, or we have a vendor or a consultant or legal or accounting or whatever, a lot of the deepest level things that we do end up in here. But also when our high-end students come see us, then all of a sudden we're able to share those thought processes with them as they come in and discuss what that looks like. So just do that. And as I said, chronicle it. It'll make a lot of difference, I think, because I think looking back and remembering what I've changed my view on, and specifically why I've changed my view on certain things. And I can now let's just say I'm higher up the mountain. I have a clear picture of the whole horizon. And that's what lets us make good decisions about our business. Remember this, you are paid the most to be creative. Create the environment that allows you to be the most creative. I'm Eddie Speed. I'll see you later.